This is CES MMA.
All right, right now we're in the featherweight division, moving up to bout number 3 here at New Blood, presented by Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment Era Sports. And right now from Cortland, New York, you're taking a look at AHSAN Abdullah fighting out of the Bomb Squad. He comes into this fight at 3-3 with 2 submission victories. Has lost his last 2 fights, so he's looking to get off that schneid and back into the win column, and a very tough opponent for him tonight, taking on a veteran in this Rhode Island neck of the woods in SHAUN Marmas. But Abdullah, of course, coming from Bomb Squad, we've seen so many of their fighters make the trip up north.
Yeah, very good school. And the best part about the Bomb Squad, in my opinion, is they have a large number of both amateur and pro fighters, so there's a wide-based training camp. They get to see a lot of different looks in-house.
They always have guys ready at the drop of a hat to come up to Providence or anywhere in the Northeast region to take on tough fights. And they all come ready to fight, and they all come to take tough fights. And this one, of course, no exception for AHSAN Abdullah. He'll be taking on SHAUN Marmas, the 25-year-old from Coventry, Rhode Island. Last time we saw SHAUN Marmas, he submitted Tom Evans in April. A very big win for him.
Oh, that's right. Good call. I forgot about that one.
SHAUN Marmas, the minimalist, Scott. Not much going on in the corner. Just a couple of guys coming out. No banner, no theatrics. Just looks like he's ready to fight.
That could be both good and bad. These guys had a pretty intense stare down. He's got Matt Santos in his corner, which has to tell you his jiu-jitsu is top rate.
Well, we definitely saw that in April when he submitted Tom Evans. It was a big win for SHAUN on a number of levels. Evans, of course, one of the competitors in this featherweight division that he'll be neck and neck with for quite some time. And, of course, he had lost 2 of his last 3 fights coming into that bout. So it's good to get back into the win column.
That's true.
Slight difference in height, not too much. Marmas has a couple of inches on Abdullah. So don't anticipate.
Abdul's a little thicker, though, at almost the same height. It's a different, we've talked about this before, it's a different proportion weight. You look down and you say, okay, this guy weighs 155, but this guy weighs 155.
Exactly. So here you are, SHAUN Marmas, 5-4 with 1 knockout, coming in from Coventry, Rhode Island, fighting out of Integrated Martial Arts. And he will take on AHSAN Abdullah, 3-3 from the Bomb Squad in Cortland, New York. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sousa Tequila bout, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the cage, featherweights. Your referee for this contest is Kevin McDonald. Introducing the blue corner first. He's wearing black trunks with red, white, and blue. He weighed in at 150.5 pounds. His professional record is even, 3 wins, 3 losses. Representing Team Bomb Squad, he comes to us tonight from Cortland, New York. Here is AHSAN Young Money Abdullah. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is wearing the black trunks with blue. He tipped the scales at 150 pounds even. Representing Integrated Martial Arts and fighting out of Coventry, Rhode Island, his professional record shows 5 wins with 4 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing SHAUN Mambo Marmas. 3 5-minute rounds.
All right, Marmas and Abdullah ready to go in the featherweight division at 145 pounds.
Could you tell the lack of noise coming when they announced Abdullah? That's going to be a scary thing when you're a fighter. No one. It's a church mouse you could hear.
It's certainly nothing new for the Bomb Squad fighters who've come north to fight in Rhode Island in the past.
That's the truth. Nice left hand.
And they never seem fazed by it, Scott, too, when they get inside that cage.
Well, there's no pro fighting, pro MMA in New York, so they always have to travel. I've heard a couple reporters call them the road warriors, or the traveling men. So nice exchange there, going to a tie clinch by both men. But like you said, you're right, they're always the visitor.
extremely battle tested here in round number 1. 30 seconds in, Marmas working the left-right combo.
Abdullah's a little short on his punches. He's not bringing his feet, but Marmas is doing a good job of placing those punches. They're both the landing. They're still a little short, but they're landing. Nice overhand right by Abdullah.
And a left followed up by Abdullah as well.
Yeah,
so as soon as Marmas gets close, he's able to land.
Nice inside leg kick to finish that combination. Overhand left hook for the takedown. Nice job by Marmas to stuffing that, pulling him straight up.
And the right miss for Abdullah, but the left landed.
Nice knee. I like the body shots on the break. I think it's one of the most underused techniques. Throw those body shots.
I agree.
He just dug the liver, Abdullah did.
Twice to the body for Abdullah, and I agree, it's very underrated, both in boxing and mixed martial arts, I might add.
Absolutely. Nice 1-2, a nice counter left by Abdullah. Both the guys finding their distance now, starting to get a little more accurate with their punches. Nice left hook.
Great stand-up action in the first 2 minutes of this opening round. Both guys landing and having their moments here.
You know, it's both, they're trading punches almost, but it's not in a sloppy manner. It's very technical, straight punches. Nice knees by Abdullah. Short elbow, that was a great short elbow. Marmas did a great job to get off the cage. Well, partially off the cage. He's throwing the inside leg kick, Marmas, but not putting much on it. It's more of a distance finder than trying to do any damage.
Two and a half to go in round number 1.
Nice right hand. Nice rear leg by Abdul. These guys are really doing well. You know, it's like I said, it's not a brawl and they're just landing. It's technical they're landing.
You're right, it's been very technical. The action's been clean. Many of the shots have been clean too. Good technique on both sides. Even Marmas with the head movement, trying to be as elusive as possible.
And he brought the rear leg up just a little late. Look at, he wants him, he's off from the front. Marmas should back off. That's what your opponent wants you to do. He's trying to bait you into that. You know, don't fall for it. That head kick definitely woke Abdullah up. Picked up the pace, added a little, what do you say, gunpowder to his punches now?
Marmas responded with one right to the chest.
Without a doubt, but you can see the look on Abdullah's face now. He feels like he got with that. It didn't have much on it, or maybe it was just that was a nice head kick return. Well blocked by Marmas. Sometimes a kick or a punch like that, one that hits you clean, you get frustrated with yourself and you're like, oh, I just want to throw down. Nice overhand right by Marmas. Excuse me, by Abdullah.
I agree. It appears it's opened up both sides. The kicks and the fists are flowing here in this opening round. You know, Marmas with a skin tone, it really shows up more when he gets hit.
Nice
he took one upstairs that time too.
It was a nice high kick. He actually looked like he was going low with it and brought it up top. And he returns the head kick. Both corners, both fighters calling for head kicks. And it's funny because they both have fairly good defense. It's not like it's wide open. I mean, Marmas's left is a little low, but Abdullah's left is about the same height. I mean, that's pretty good defense. Posture-wise, it doesn't look like there's a wide opening.
I would think the obvious concern is telegraphing it to the point where you get caught.
Knee.
Nice knee by Abdullah.
I don't know if
Marmas
that
back.
landed or grazed. We had a tough angle on that one.
At the very least, it made it uncomfortable for Marmas. 17 seconds to go in round number 1.
Yeah, I'm afraid of heights. That's why I don't throw those types of stuff.
10 seconds, guys.
Marmas trying to hook that leg in at the last second.
Tried to jump guard, and Abdullah just backs him right off.
Well, that'll do it for round number 1.
Good first
Solid
round.
action, Scott, on both sides. The fists, the leg kicks, a little bit of everything from both corners. Let's listen in on SHAUN Marmas now and hear what his corner has to say in between rounds.
Yeah, baby. Get it out. There you go. 3. Baby. Be aggressive with that, Sean, right? Be aggressive with your
combinations. Don't just throw ones and twos. Follow with that kick. That's what's landing for you.
Keep firing.
Sean, when you get up against the cage, what you're really focused on trying to get those double unders, release the hard hold hook, and then work for that underhook. You got to turn him around, get him against the cage. Keep trying to keep him close to the cage because I want you to start trying to get to the ground.
Let's go, seconds out.
You hear Marmas' corner telling him to let him fly, but also to try to get Abdullah against the cage.
Which is odd because he didn't look like he attempted it once. It wasn't one shot or one clinch to the cage. Neither fighter really looked like that's what they were looking for. Both men look pretty fresh. It looks like their conditioning's pretty good. They're relaxed, loose.
Round 2 in this featherweight matchup.
Looks like there might have been a low blow right there, but not one to mention. Nice slip by Abdullah there, counter right hand.
Big right for Abdullah on the counter punch. That definitely wakes up Marmas.
He slipped the jab really well, nice counter right. Now you can see him feint the overhand, went to the liver. Starting to box a little bit. Nice rear leg. He actually caught the far leg with that because he was holding the front leg.
Spun him around,
yeah.
right. Seems like, Scott, as the rounds go on, those kicks have a little less on them as those fighters get tired, and that's when they may get caught and get taken down.
Well, you don't want to hypothetically drop down and plant, but you do want to pop your hip. And sometimes when these guys get tired, maybe your technique's not 100%, but the hip doesn't pop. You don't turn that kick over at the end. You just kind of wing it out there. When you do it every single time in practice and you drill it, then no matter how tired you are, you're still going to get that little bit of pop. It's kind of like a boxer's turning the wrist over on a punch. Both men are touching each other, but there's not a lot of damage going on.
It does appear the openings have been few and far in between in the second round as opposed to the opening round. And you would almost think the opposite as fatigue sets in.
Yeah, that's a good point. You never know if these guys, maybe he needed a little minute and 30 seconds in between rounds. So the first 30 seconds of this round, he was taking it off or trying to catch his breath. So it looks like the pace has kind of got back to near the end of the first round right now. Marmas did a great job of following his combination with his hands with that rear leg.
And a surprising thing, with only one knockout between the two of them, this fight has remained standing up for the most part.
You know, that says both men feel comfortable and both men don't feel threatened by the other. So that's a confidence. You know, I'm okay up here. I'm catching, but I'm giving. Nice rear leg and well checked by Abdullah.
Just under 2.5 to go in round number 2.
The head kick, you know, was a little off balance is the reason he went down.
Marmas pops back up quickly.
That overhand, that kind of left hook caught him up behind the ear. Nice uppercut. Abdullah ripped that uppercut, sat on it.
And Marmas got a little too close, had his head down. And that's how you get caught. Just under 2 minutes to go now in the second round. Abdullah trying to pick up the pace.
What I like about Abdullah right now is although he's stalking and he's pushing the pace, he wants Marmas to come in. You can see him trying to suck him in to counterpunch. I love to fight that way myself. And when you can let it go, when you can bring that other guy coming forward, that punch is all that much harder, you know, 30, 40% harder because your opponent's basically running into it.
Abdullah just caught that rear leg kick attempt.
Nice left hook, that rocked him. He needs to double up. There's a right hand coming down. Marmas in a little bit of trouble here.
He's in trouble now. Took a left and a right.
Long hammer fist, but not enough to stop the fight.
Yeah, they're not really landing,
Marmas is doing a really, now he's in a little trouble.
That's going to do it. Well,
Kevin
Abdullah.
McDonald almost got kicked in the head.
Abdullah with the left-right combo. And you're right, that left really rocked Marmas. The right dropped him. And once Abdullah got on top, he got a little bit closer. At first, those hammer fists were too far out.
To Mama's credit, the first left hook stunned him. He stood up. The second one was a bit much. Straight right hand again, like you talked about. But well done. You know, it was very well executed. And like you were saying, Mike, those hammer fists were just short until he popped his knee inside and came with some straight punches.
And once Marmas rolled over, he took him to the side of the temple. And one too many for Kevin McDonald's-Lakin, and he stops this fight in the second round. And here we're going to take a look at how this all went down. See Marmas backed against the cage. There's that first left, Scott.
Yep, and there's the straight right hand, followed by another right hand that grazed him. But I do like the double right hand. And now that's what you said, Mikey. He got away from the long hammer fist and kind of pushed in, got in tight.
Got closer, shortened those punches up, and he finishes the job. So a big win for AHSAN Abdullah, coming all the way from Cortland, New York, fighting out of the Bomb Squad. He's now 4-3. Shaun Marmas, after his win over Tom Evans in April, now drops to 5-5. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bout comes to an end at 4 minutes and 1 second of round number 2. Referee Kevin McDonald halts the contest due to excessive unanswered strikes. Your winner by TKO is AHSAN Young Money Abdullah.